One more time. How you guys doing? All right. So first, I want to thank you guys for being with us here today, and I also want to thank everybody who's watching online across India. Now, when we launch a new product, we get excited. But today's maybe a little bit more exciting because we're launching more than one product today. Okay? So you're going to get to hear some new stuff that we're pretty excited about. But when it comes down to the fundamental things that are core to OnePlus, those things don't change. And I think for us, what it all comes back to, when it comes to product, when it comes to service, it's user experience. And that's what we think about, and that's what we consider when we do anything. So in what you hear today, it should all come back to that. So we're looking forward to sharing a lot of our philosophy and also some new products, and it comes back to this. So before we get into product, though, I want to take a step and go back and look at the year that we had with you guys together. We just mentioned it. Almost a year ago, we were literally right here launching the OnePlus 5 with you guys. It was a pretty, let me see the hands again. Who was here last year? All right, so let me ask you guys a question. After I presented last year, everybody told me I had a really bad haircut. How did I do this year? Any better? All right, so I got a lot of hassle about that. So that was a big day for us. 1,500 of you joined us here in Mumbai, and 2 million people watched across India. And it was a big moment for us because it really showed, I think, the passion that the community here has for the OnePlus brand. Later in the year, in New York, we launched the OnePlus 5T, and we talked about our approach on software and why we believe at this point our approach on software is now, we believe, the best. And it comes back to that theme of user experience. Now, on this new chapter for us at OnePlus, we kicked things off last night in London. Over 1,500 OnePlus community members came from different parts of the United Kingdom, actually all over Europe, and even some members came from India to get things started. But, in my opinion, this is the main event right here. Because over 2,000 of you guys are here to make history, because this is the biggest OnePlus event we've had in our history. So give yourself a round of applause for being here. A place where you can also meet and engage with other members of the OnePlus community. In addition, we're also excited to announce that we'll be expanding to 10 new exclusive service centers across India. And at our service centers, you get the same experience that you get at our experience center in terms of service. The staff there is trained to quickly resolve any issue you have with your device. So I think over the course of the last year, the piece of feedback we've gotten from you guys is you want to see us expand the footprint we have offline and the presence there. So we're really excited about the expansion we're making in 2018. So let's jump back to product for a second. So for us, every company has a little bit of a different philosophy when it comes to product. And for us, we have one that we refer to as fast and smooth. And I think when you think of OnePlus devices, I think fast is something that pops into your head pretty quickly. And testing, I think that's not new. But I think for us, what fast means is something different than just top specs. But that being said, I know everybody's interested in specs, so let me do this. Because we think it's more important than that, but I know specs are important, so let me quickly show the specs, and then let's get on to what we think is more important from a product philosophy standpoint. So, to be very honest, this is probably one of those powerful spec sheets you'll see in 2018. But like I said, for us, it's more than specs. And it's back to this philosophy of fast and smooth. And so I think for us, what fast and smooth means is an experience. And it comes back to kind of the user experience that we were talking about before. So why would we prioritize this over anything else? I think there's a couple reasons we do that. One is, within Android phones, there's a complaint, right? That
Big hello to the OnePlus community here. Hi Bombay, hi Mumbai.
Hey Aditi. So how was it? How was your shot on OnePlus 6?
It was, I'm always up for something new and fun. And when I was told about this, I was really excited and I wanted to be there and do this. And but somewhere, in my head, I was pretty convinced that a photo that's taken on a phone is going to make a digital cover. And for the real printed cover, we're going to have to use another image. But when I got to shoot and the phone was pulled out and we started taking the images, I saw it on the phone, on the screen, and it was fabulous. And then we saw it on the computer and I was completely blown away. And then of course the images are here for you to see. It was really quite incredible. I myself was completely sort of in awe of what I saw.
Okay, so I imagine that previous covers you shot on DSLR, so how would you say, what was the difference?
Well, one of the differences was that it was really quick. I found that the way Ericus, the photographer, he was shooting, you were immediately able to see the results. There was not a lot of tinkering that you needed to do with regard to light and exposure and a lot of stuff like that. And also the image has a lot of detail, which you don't need to then go and tweak, you know. Otherwise, a lot of the times images need color correction and a lot of effort goes into it digitally. But with the phone, I just found that the image as was, when it was shot on the phone, it was pretty much ready to print as it was. Like, I remember seeing this image especially, and it was like I could see it sort of ready to print. So I thought that was really cool about it. And of course, it's so tiny. I mean, that's the immediate difference that you would figure between a DSLR and a phone, is that the phone is just like right there, and it's so light, and it's just so convenient and so quick to use.
Okay. Okay, awesome. Thank you very much for being here with us.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so a part of those changes, we have also tinkered our software. First off, portrait mode. One of the favorite features on OnePlus camera since we have introduced it with OnePlus 5. And right now, we are bringing you new ways to express yourself with the effects, like hearts, stars, and circles in your bokeh. Also, it always was taking really some time to capture a portrait photo, not even up to 2 seconds. And right now, with our new optimized software and new chipset, Qualcomm Snapdragon 845, we are able to push majority of this process to the background for way faster capturing of the portraits. And the third important change being, it's because you guys requested it a lot, we are bringing selfie portrait to OnePlus 6 phones very soon. Yeah, that's actually a photo we've captured just today morning. So you guys are also pretty lucky because this feature will be coming soon to OnePlus 6 phones in around 2-3 weeks. But you can already experience the beta version here in the experience zone right after the event ends. There are some beautiful portraits that we have captured on OnePlus 6. And about video, right now you can capture video at 4K at 60 frames per second, which is twice more than you could on OnePlus 5T. And thank you guys. So we will provide you not only the highest resolution, but also highest smoothness of the videos. Also, once you already captured the video, you can go to editor and you can crop them, you can add some filters or add music to them, just like on this example. We are also bringing major improvements to our slow motion. Right now at 480 frames per second at HD resolution, and what's the most important for us, up to 1 minute of recording. So, thank you. What we really wanted to achieve is give you guys really useful and simple to use feature. We don't want you to be able to capture 0.2 seconds of a slow motion video and just hope that you can click the shutter button at the exact same precise moment. We're giving you the whole minute, you can capture the whole minute, then you can stream the video and you can select in post-processing which part should be in slow motion and which part should be in the regular pace.
This feels really special. At Amazon.India, we sell close to, 180 million products. But OnePlus is very, very special. And what makes it more special is, and I was telling it to my team, is when you have your favorite superstar sitting very close to you, what better than two mega brands sitting in the same room? And which makes this really, really special. It's been an exciting few months. Our relationship with OnePlus is very, very special. Let me go back a few years, and this is back to 2014. And I still remember Carl, Pete, Amit meeting in Hong Kong and deciding what to do with this brand. And Amazon was pretty new to India at that point of time. But there was something which was very, very common between the two brands. Amazon always talks about being the world's most customer-obsessed company. And here were two people who said they want to make a phone which has the best features as seen by end users. And there's proof of it today when I see this huge OnePlus community sitting in this room. Just a proof that how powerful this brand has become in India. Our journey started in 2014 with OnePlus One. It's come a long, long way over the last few years. And Kyle spoke about it. OnePlus 5, OnePlus 5T were the highest rated phones on Amazon.in. And that deserves a huge round of applause for the entire product team and for all of you fans. A couple of weeks back, we said, okay, now let's open up registration for the OnePlus community and how many people would want to know more about the new launch. And it wasn't surprising that just in a few hours, we had 1 million+ people logging in. Fans like yourselves who are sitting here. Didn't stop there. And that's what OnePlus is so special, which makes it so special. We had more than 2 million registrations happening for the OnePlus 6 launch. And guys, that's all because of people sitting here, the entire OnePlus community. So a huge round of applause to all of you. I have personally seen the product. I think it's super exciting, and I look forward to seeing all of you shopping on Amazon.in for the new OnePlus 6. Thank you so much. Thanks, Kyle.
Thanks, Manish. All right, we're getting near the end. One thing we haven't talked about. Okay. So, I'd like to invite to the stage a friend of ours who's going to help us reveal the price for us. So, someone that doesn't need any introduction, I'd like to invite to the stage my good friend, our good friend, Mr. Amitabh Bachchan. Mr. Bachchan, good to see you again. How you doing?
Namaskar, Devi and Sajjana. I'd like to welcome all of you to this great launch this afternoon. As you may know, I'm the brand ambassador for this wonderful brand, and it's been a great privilege and honor for me. When I was first introduced to the brand by Kyle here and Carl at my office, one of the first things that I noticed was the fact that what was it that they wanted to introduce into the market. And I clearly remember Carl saying, we wanted to produce something very unique, something very different, something young, and something that perhaps stood out in the market. I've always believed that in today's times, the mobile phone has become an alter ego for each one of us. Each one of us has a phone, and every time I see someone holding a phone, it somehow gives me the impression of what this guy is all about. What he's going to say, what he thinks of himself. When I hold a OnePlus 6 in my hand, I feel superior. And that is what I feel is my alter ego. Thank you so much for having me here, Kyle.
Thank you. So I think there's been you heard a lot of speculation about the price. What do you think?
A lot of rumors spreading around town about what the price should be. But I guess the best way is to find out ourselves.
Shall we?
Yeah, sure. is the retail price for the OnePlus 6, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
And a couple additional pieces of information. Here's the price for the two different variants. And last, most importantly, for everybody here that wants to get the OnePlus 6, a couple pieces of important information. For anybody that is lucky enough to be an Amazon Prime member, a special offer on May 21st where you can order it first. For everyone else, May 22nd. And early next week, across the country, please join us at the pop-ups across India. So I hope it's clear we could not be more excited about this device. We hope you guys are as well. And to finish things off today, I don't think we could have done this without a great team at OnePlus. So I'd like to finish by thanking our team that we have that's worked on this day and night for months.